This is formation time, day 4. We're talking about the movements of formation: encounter, confession, community, and discernment. And today, it's community. If we look back at Isaiah's encounter with God, one of the things that he says in confessing is, "I live among a people of unclean lips." He acknowledges that his place in his own community, it's not always a great thing. There are blind spots. There are things culturally that they don't get right, that the people of Israel just don't see. So in Isaiah 6, community is a big part of who Isaiah is, but it's also part of the sin and the limitation that he needs to confront and confess. Let's look at the masterclass and learn a little bit more about just how important community is in our journeys of formation. Relationships help us read the Bible because most people are bad at reading the Bible, at least by themselves. Having living, breathing people to talk to, ask questions with, listen to, learn from, confess, worship with, and simply be near is important if you want to read the Bible well. We need to be sharpened, challenged, encouraged, taught, held accountable, listened to, and uplifted. We need the perspectives of other readers who may not think, feel, look, or vote like us. This reality, this living, breathing, embodied thing that we do together with other people, that's what we need in our lives today. And it's called synchronic community. That just means our community right here, right now, the people around us in our actual everyday lives. But there's another kind of community, the cloud of witnesses that the Bible talks about, that we don't have direct physical access to. At least I don't think we do. This is why teachers, mentors, traditions, and books are so important. We have access to the wisdom and perspective of many thousands, even millions of thoughtful Christians who followed Jesus in the centuries before us. For example, one of the most influential people in my life is Dietrich Bonhoeffer, but he died 40 years before I was born. So it's only through his books that I've been shaped by his writings and his life story. And it's changed my life forever. So this cloud of people stretched across time is called diachronic community. So you can think of synchronic community and diachronic community. Diachronic means through time or across time. And we can access them through books or through church history, theology, doctrine, Christian practice, the people who have come before and left behind traces, like the Bible, for instance, that we can learn from and grow from. The skills we need to grow in our practice of Scripture include times alone, just us and God, and also times when we gather with other people, a person or a group, to worship God and receive what He has for us, in acts of listening, reading, speaking, abstaining, and engaging. Bonhoeffer called this the day alone and the day together. We need both. Remember that these skills are practices, and that practice takes time, repetition, examination, and patience. None of this happens all at once. So we can see from Isaiah 6 that community can be a really amazing thing. It can also be something that gives us blind spots. In any case, Isaiah was called to his community. He was called to preach and to prophesy over his own people. You're not going to do most of the things that God calls you to alone or by yourself. Community is absolutely critical in your journey of formation. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for spending some time with us as we looked at Isaiah 6 and the pluses and minuses of community and the place of community as a movement in formation. We'll see you tomorrow.